on, YouTube? Day 2 of planting, and we're almost done. He's got about 4 acres left to plant. I'm sitting in the back of the Gator here with the extra seed. We may need 1 bag. We won't need both. So we'll have to open a bag and only use a little bit of that bag, which is unfortunate considering how expensive that stuff is, but you got to get it in the ground. So I'm watching him go back and forth here on these last few rows and sitting here waiting for him to get done and then figure out a game plan on when we're getting this thing back down to his farm, and because he's going to plant his own corn today too. So that's what we got going on. Yesterday was a very good day. We got a lot done, a lot of ground covered, a lot of stuff moving at once, but it always is when it's time for field work. Ran pretty late last night to where he couldn't see the marker row from the tractor, so we had to quit. But we got in about 10:30 last night, and now we're back at it bright and early again today. So, like I said, we're almost done. Then we'll move the tractor back, and I don't know, we may stay around and help him get going, and then we got to come back and get some more stuff done. So plant 2025 so far has been pretty uneventful, really. Hoping it stays that way too, but pretty uneventful. Everything's been going smooth. Last few rows here, I hope nothing happens. That way we can get wrapped up today and get on with life, so that way we quit stressing about the weather and getting seed in the ground. Came back here and dumped a bag in the planter there. It was completely empty. Like, there's not a seed in the hopper at all. Based on the math we're doing, we may have to open the last one and use a quarter bag. We're hoping not, but that's the way it's coming out too. So if you've ever dealt with seed companies, you know, once the bag's open, you can't return it. It's yours. You own it. You can do whatever you want with it. So it is what it is. It's going to have to get planted somehow. Slowly but surely, we're getting done, and yeah, plant 2025 will be in the books, and we'll move on to bigger and better things. That's it. Corn 2025 is in the ground and done. We're going to take the tractor and planter back up to the house here and wait and see what he wants to do on how to get it back to his farm. We can't get a hold of him on the phone. We think he's out on the other tractor drilling beans, and he can't hear the phone, but we'll get a hold of him sooner or later. Dad's bringing the tractor up. I'm going to pick him up. We're going to come back and get the pickup out of the field, and then hopefully by that time we get a phone call back and we figure out what we want to do and get this planter back down to the farm and get some corn going on the north end. So that's what we got going on now. And then after we get him going, if he don't need us, we gotta come back, because I know we got the feed ground, but we gotta unload feed for cows, because we don't have any right now. It's all still in the grinder. So yeah, pretty uneventful spring planting. Everything went smooth like a well-oiled machine. Couldn't ask for a better planting season. All around just went good. No issues on his end either. So yeah, we're pretty happy, folks. Finally got all of our corn in the ground. It's the 18th of May now, so not too terribly late, but it is what it is. So y'all get to see me put a smile on my face, because I'm happy now. happy, happy, happy. Well, YouTube, we've had a busy morning into the afternoon here. We brought the planter back down, unloaded our feed, put the tractor and grinder up. We're down here drilling the last 3 or 4 acres of soybeans for our friend there. He's up there. He's starting to plant his corn. I'm sitting on the back of the drill here, and I'm watching. Make sure we don't run out of seed here on the last few passes. Keep the meters full. So I'm going to scoop seed whenever I need to. And yeah, we're going to make sure everything gets planted. I got a bag here in front of me so that I can open it and dip out of it if I need to. So once we get done here, we'll take the tractor back up to the barn and park it, and then go see how he's doing with corn, and I guess go from there. I don't really know where we're going after that, but I'm sure we'll find out. I don't think I'm going to have to open the bag at all. I think we're actually going to have enough to finish up this little patch here, which is really surprising. Everybody thought we'd have to break open at least a couple, but as you can see, there's still some in the hopper. I feel like I'm on a carnival ride back here. Daggone things toss me around all over the place. Is this what it's like to ride in a Chevy? Well, YouTube, I set the camera down after we were doing beans there and never picked it back up. So, basically, after we did that, we went back to the shop and set the planter up. He planted his little patch of sweet corn. Then we switched brockets on it and then filled it full of seed corn and fertilizer. And then he went and planted corn. As of right now, he was still going. So, he's planting. We got rain next 3-4 days, and then a dry chance over Memorial Day weekend. So, may finish up next weekend. But, we came home, me and Dad. He weed eated around the pasture that I bush hogged yesterday. And then I mowed the one right out front here. And then he weed eated that too. So we got both of the TV fields bush hogged and mowed and looking pretty. We call them TV fields because it's what everybody sees and what the neighbors like to gossip about. So we've got to keep them looking good because the neighbor's opinion is the most important opinion. Everybody knows that. So did that. So we're done with planting. We got all that done. Hopefully the co-op gets in here tomorrow and sprays before the rain. Don't know. Rain's supposed to come around 9 or 10. Whether they get here or not, I don't know. And my eyes are bloodshot because of my allergies from all the grass and stuff I've been mowing and riding on back of the drill with all that stuff kicking up in my face. I've got bad allergies, y'all. I haven't been smoking nothing, I promise, even though I act like it sometimes because I'm a little woohoo. I promise you I haven't. It's just my allergies, and they're bothering me, so thinking a nice shower and some eye drops will do me a whole lot of good once I get in the house here, so that's about all I got today. After that, basically, we're getting rid of cows here in a month, so we don't keep them over the summer. We'll be hauling cattle off, and Then we'll be moving round bales back over here to the farm to get ready for the group that we bring back in this fall. So a lot of summer maintenance, a lot of mowing, a lot of upkeep coming this year. I mentioned, I think I mentioned it in a few videos, but we got some more construction that we want to do this year in addition to the construction we did last year. So we got a lot more of that coming up, trying to pretty the place up a bit, do a bunch of upgrades that are greatly needed, just trying to make the place look good and operate better. So, and maybe, not going to promise nothing, not going to say nothing, but it's in the talks, maybe work on new equipment purchase. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Don't know. It's in the works. Always something to talk about, but who knows? You guys stick around long enough and hit that little subscribe button. I don't know, somewhere down there. You guys figure it out. It's that little button that says subscribe. If you can read better than I can, you can figure it out pretty easy. As long as you hit that button and the little bell next to it, you guys will be all right. Maybe you'll get a chance to see what I'm talking about. If it comes past, I don't know. But we are doing construction. I know that. So, I'm going to leave you guys with that nice sunset right there. Ain't that pretty? Actually, I'll walk to the door because you can't get a good visual on that. But, man, last 2 nights, this weekend has been beautiful. I mean, absolutely beautiful. But, oh, it ain't going to do it. Man, I tell you what, that camera don't do that justice. Last night was even better, if you can believe that. Last night's sunset was absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the prettiest things God created, in my opinion. It's that sunset. And sunrise. There were some pretty sunrises, too. But sunsets in the west, they're just something special. But that's all I got for you guys today. I thank you guys for once again watching my video. I really appreciate it. I want to make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments, you know, your thoughts, opinions, whether I did good or bad, or whether you don't ever want to watch my videos again. But I don't know why you wouldn't. So, but nonetheless, if you want to just drop by and say hi, feel free to type it right down there in the comments. So without further ado, I thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. Keep it between the lines. God bless you. We'll see you guys later.